people see party as a bad thing, but the idea of a party is where people can be safe, can be themselves, and can enjoy the craziness of what gets thrown at you in terms of like music and the dance floor.
Can you face? Yeah, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's try this. This is the first time we do interview in English, so let's go.
Well, it's probably better interview in English than Bahasa.
Of course. That's why we also try.
I'm so sorry. I should learn more.
No worries. We should
come here.
We should learn every day. Yeah.
Well, look, next time I'm gonna know more.
Right on.
We can do an interview in Bahasa.
Of course.
Okay, of course.
So,
I think so.
who is Chris? So, can you tell us like what are you currently doing right now, or maybe you can tell us the current projects you are doing right now?
Okay, well, right now,
musical or collectively or individually?
Okay. I was like, I'm sitting on a bike right now, and trying to balance. Right at the moment, I'm writing maybe extreme electronic music, but I'm very much influenced by rhythm and polyrhythm, and I'm really enjoying my time here in Indonesia, hearing the kind of rich percussion sounds that are from gamelan music and traditional music, but also just in the streets. You know, the sound of the mosques, the sound of the traffic, the scooters. It's really like inspiring. So right at the moment, I'm thinking about all that, and I want to kind of like maybe somehow translate it. But I also just want to come back and hear more. This is like an amazing place.
Can I say that that's the kind of exchange, and also it starts from the soundscape?
Yeah, totally. And I see dance as a dirty word, but I love dancing, and I love when people dance. I just like try to make a recording of something that I find interesting, and sometimes it happens to just be dance.
Yeah.
People dance.
Go. So from your story, what I hear is like there's a certain influence from how long, like a week of your stay?
Nearly a month now.
Nearly a month in Indonesia, and does that also give like influence for your sets today, or okay, what can you tell us from your sets today? Maybe.
Look, in the 4 weeks I've been here, I've experienced like a culture that is. I came to Bali when I was like maybe 7 years old, and it totally influenced my world. I never traveled until I was 25, so maybe 20 years later, the sounds, the culture I experienced in Indonesia was like incredible, and totally shapes my kind of way of breaking out of normal music to do other rhythms and timing, but also like the way that you work with people together in a crew, in like a collaboration, and like you said before, an exchange, to work with people and to learn and to teach and to. But yeah, I think for me is learning, and I love being here. I love that I'm able to play a show. Like, that is such an honor.
You know what? That's also our highlight when we talk to Bhakti. He's also highlighting this keyword with precisely it's learning. in bahasa we call it belajar, studying, something like that. And maybe can you tell us what's your highlight? Because you also told us about how you perceive your daily experience in your childhood and your current situation. What is your highlight then? When in terms of influencing what you create on music.
Can I just say, you said that maybe this is your first interview in English?
Yeah.
You're fucking asking the best questions.
Okay.
Like,
So what's the question?
He'll answer it, and you will know by the recordings. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate anything.
Calm down.
So yeah, can you tell us what's your highlight?
Look, it's difficult. There's so many highlights. I actually, maybe it's a simple thing, but I really like the freedom of being on a scooter in the road. Australia has so many rules. I mean, that's a very small thing, but I love the food. I love the crossover with the with the mixture of cultures here. I love there's so much that I'm yet to experience, and in just 1 month I can't take it all in. I have to come back. I will come back because we're neighbors, and I think that having this exchange going, and I know that everyone in Australia goes on a holiday to Bali, and as I did as a kid, but I feel that it's really unfair because so many Australians in Bali, but so many not as many Indonesians in Australia, and I think that it needs to be more of an exchange.
Yeah.
So look, I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but
No.
there was some Iraq. It was tasty, but I just also sweaty and played a show, and I'm really honoured that I got an invite. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Also, can
Thanks to
play
you.
naked when next time you play.
Oh look, I probably need to.
No worries.
Yeah. But yeah, I also sense that there's from your answer previously that there's something really there's really a lot of personal touch inside those words that you said. So I also curious about how then you are how then you like become like satisfied with the name. What can I say, like
How to pronounce that?
yeah, can you tell us how you
Oh, BACCHUS HARS.
yeah
Okay. So BACCHUS HARS is a good story.
It's like if I'm not wrong, it's the name of the place, right?
Yeah. I grew up in a place in outside of Melbourne. It's country town. It's inside a very old volcano, and it's very country. It seemed so when I was young, but it was called Bacchus Marsh, as in marsh like swamp. So I wanted to come up with a name that was like me, and I couldn't think of anything. A whole year I'm making music, I need a new name. What is my name? But BACCHUS HARS is like Bacchus Marsh, but it's harsh. And so it also connects to ancient Greek culture of Bacchus being like Dionysus, like god of party, god of drinking. I'm not saying I'm God at all, but it's like my connection to my land where I'm from is BACCHUS HARS. And I hope my music is harsh, but also hope it's like enjoyable.
Harsh but enjoyable.
Yeah.
But that's also interesting how it is being put, because there's also an act of how we are personally doesn't really become satisfied with our given name with our given name, so that we try,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
try to like find other names that really relates to what we're trying to do.
It's me. It's me.
You too. You feel
I use Mahmoud. It's my name.
but in another case, people use their own name. High five. So, but yeah, there's also an interesting red line. I think that when you talk about the volcano and also how there's also, I think it's visualized the Bacchus, like visualized also the with the history of the Greek, and I think that's also related how we talk about spaces and rooms, and that led me to our another question, which is like what do you think it's how important that this is I'm trying to put it.
No, you're doing it very well.
Yeah. How important do you think a place like maybe like this, a room of exchange, a room of life presenting, a room of presenting your oral articulation? So what do you think?
Well, I think presenting means to also receive and to share. I couldn't do this. It's not about me. It's about this. It's about everyone playing. It's about everyone in there. It's not. It's about a sharing. It's about an exchange of ideas, and the ideas are in a space where you can have fun. It's also safe, and you can be yourself. It's these ideas that people see party as a bad thing, but the idea of a party is where people can be safe, can be themselves, and can enjoy the craziness of what gets thrown at you in terms of like music and the dance floor. And so sometimes like I'm loving tonight. I'm having a really good time, and I just want to say thank you so much for having me. It's this is what I expected with all my dreams, to just have fun and share a fun moment. So yeah, and I want to be able to do that for you too. You know, so you know I know it's harder to come to Australia, but maybe we can work on something to make the bridge easier for people, you know, because we're neighbours. We should be able to just easily connect, but it's hard from distance. But from culture, we're the same. So I don't know why it's so hard.
Yeah, that's also one of the maybe the problem of bridging the gap in between spaces.
That's the big issue, though.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about your name, like BRRRZ.STUDIO. Besides the claiming of the genre, but I'm curious, have you considered to make some harsh stuff, like a couple years later or something?
Like more harsh?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've done many years of harsh, but it depends on what sort of, like, is it harsh noise, or is it harsh psychedelics?
Oh yeah.
Or is it harsh grunge?
Oh yeah.
I'm joking, but yeah, it's I mean it's certainly not harsh noise.
Yeah, it's not harsh noise, but yeah. Okay, I got it.
I like the play on it. I'm sorry, maybe people can have their money back if they want harsh, because I just give them house music.
Yeah, I got it.
No, you know.
No worries.
No worries.
All right.
So, do you have any more question?
I think
Anything you're curious about? Huh?
I have, but I forgot.
So we can maybe like talk about it after the party, or yeah. So this has been a really good conversation, Chris. This has been a really good meeting. This has been a really good exchange, and I can really tell how after we also talk about talk with Bhakti, there's the keyword learning, fun, and partying.
Yeah, party is important because it's the only way we can be free. I mean, there's many ways we can be free, but party is a really deserved thing that we all should be able to do, you know, and party makes the rest of it all go away.
Yeah. Amen for that.
Andrew.
So,
All right.
let's wrap it up. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Thank
you.
I'm honored. Thank you.
Sorry, the place is just like this.
I love it. I love it.
And we'll see you again.
I will be back.
Yeah,
I promise.
And we will dance after this.
Bye.
Bye.